Hi, welcome to Texas Lone Wolf Big Al, your source for Red Pill Truth. We're going to get into a controversial topic today. Alrighty, high body counts. Yes, high body counts. So, yeah, we're going to probably jump on that one gender and give them that bad stigma. But actually, I'm going to get on to both of them. Two of you, male and female. I'm going to get on both of you. Number one, the man has got a typical sense of arrogance. He could beat on his chest like a big old macho alpha and say, yeah, I can do this, I can do this, they don't affect me. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, brother. Yes, it does. And to the sisters out there, oh, you know what? I'm a liberated woman. I got feminism. I got the media. Oh, yeah, the society says, you go, girl. Yes, I understand. I understand. I do. Don't get me wrong. Man, that world is yours. But the consequences of your actions, you cannot escape. I'll tell you why, okay? I'm going to tell you why you cannot escape it. Now, this is the most logical explanation right here that actually going to apply to both genders. All right? To most people I talk to about from my own painful experience, yes, it matters very much. Divorce rate statistics, the STD risk aside, being promiscuous is extremely unattractive to most people for two reasons. People want to feel like they're someone special to their special someone. I'll give you an example. A high value woman goes up to a man who's been around 100 women. She's going to most likely just walk. She don't want nothing that's been passed around. Get it? So you get a guy from a village or a small area, everybody knows everybody, and he's been around the block, and he's single. He's single for a reason. Did you know that? He's single for a reason. A single high value woman comes through town. She sees that single gentleman. There's something about him that shines that she wants. But we have a problem. His history. The history. Yeah, it may not affect him right away. But stigma also attaches itself to both sexes, actually. So, to the brothers out there, I'm sorry I'm not giving you a pass. I'm actually going to give both genders a nice little talking to. It's time to wake up and realize, smell the coffee when it's brewing. Well, we're programmed to reproduce, produce many children. Yes. Did you know that when you produce a child, a gentleman or a man, when you produce a child, you're not in that child's life. The child was going to have psychological problems, behavioral issues, be medicated, paid for by your tax dollars. Did you know that? So you can go into your bedroom, close your door, and beat on your chest like a big old macho alpha, claiming he can go out there and produce kids out of irresponsibility just because he got status and because the media pushes this narrative. And it's a to-go thing to do. And you know what? That's way to sow a broken family. Now, to the females out there, God gave you a brain to use. But since you just bought into this media hype and narrative from the globalists, feminism being sexually liberated, and you're free to do, you go, girl. That girl power, you go, girl. God gave you a brain. Do you know that's wrong? But you choose to go do it, right? That's like going to the penitentiary where there's a serial deletioner in there. You let him walk for free. He already deleted someone in real life. And you say, then you just give him a slap on the hand. Listen, a deletioner is going to go out and delete. Okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and cover this topic in depth. And most young hormone Harrys in school beat on their chest and try to show off their little alphaness and thinking they're invincible and nobody can't stop them. Nothing can't stop them. Hey, buddy boy, sonny boy, yes you can, and yes you will get stopped. Only with karma. I'll give you one. I'll give you an example, okay? To a 15-year-old as a minor, I'm invincible. Nothing can stop me. Nobody can stop me. Yes, I can. Oh, you think it's bad? You think it's bad? Huh. Listen, little boy. Just because you're reached puberty and your hormones are racing like the fountain of youth or like the old faithful geyser, it doesn't excuse you. Actions have consequences. I'll give you an example. Media have been quietening down on reporting teacher and student relationships, okay? Or the rapist and rape victim relationship, you see? But the victim has to pay child support to the rapist. Huh? So society's going to say, poor woman. No. What if that rapist is a male? Huh? What if that rapist is a female? Huh? What are you going to say to that? So, we got this little narrative being pushed around in the world. Media over there pushing, you go girl, you go girl. Then when the victim speaks out, they shame the victim. So actions have consequences. Now, everybody's going to say this. People will say my past doesn't define me. Sorry, we're defined by our actions, and all of our actions are in the past. So if you go running, you're a runner. If you walk, you're a pedestrian. If you sleep around, you're a applies to both men and women equally. Sorry, man. So, and also some people will cop out. People will say, "I was just having fun." Okay, well, bedroom fun is for love, not fun. Good luck with trying to convince a nice man, a nice woman, you want to settle down with what you've done, have your fun, because that's going to affect the bedroom activity. Did you know that? That's going to affect the bedroom activity, and that's going to put doubts in their head, and that's how come families get destroyed easily. Then we got that no-fault divorce option right there. All it takes that to get pushed once. And then the rest is history. You see? So I don't know anyone who has slept around doesn't have something wrong with them. Father issue, mental issue, past abusive relationship, drug addiction, brain tumor, etc. But there is always an underlying reason, not a normal behavior. People who say they don't care about someone's past either have naive or have a past that hope someone won't care about themselves. So, I'm hoping that whoever listens to this message, I know this sounds a bit harsh, but in reality, hopefully this answer will help stop anyone from making decisions they will regret in life. So, now, I'm going to go ahead and go to Mr. Dawes's you know, comment down here. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about this here. Now, this has been actually touched up since October the 10th. The question about marriage in mind, in other words, does high body count before marriage have a negative impact on marriage? So, yes, it does. All that follows one side dealing with only a number of partners a woman has had. This reason, according to research information from men regarding their numbers, unreliable. I find this hysterically given a joke. That's not a joke, it says. If you want to know the actual number of apartment, you take that number he tells you, cut it in half. You want a number of women, you take that she tells you, multiply it by 3. I know the origin relates in my experience that's not off by much, but to the facts. So, studies have shown women with 0.1 partner before marriage, wedding night, bedroom fun with a spouse before marriage have the lowest divorce rate of around 5%. So women with exactly 2 partners, one before marriage and her husband, have the second highest divorce rate, 30%, assuming that just 2 partners creating comparison dynamic. puts the husband and the other man in competition bedroom fun in the woman's mind. So I did a story yesterday about affairs of the heart. That's where this here can actually correlate to that. Okay? Now, women with 3, 4, 5, and 6, 9 partners before marriage, 27, 25, 28, and women with 9 plus partners before marriage had the highest divorce rate at 33%. So, now to the women out there, you're free to embrace the media, to embrace the narrative out there. That narrative is going to lead you to self-destruction. And what you fail to realize is men have the options now. Well, women have options. Yes, you do. When you're young, when you're young, 18 and in 20s, you have options. It becomes fewer after the age of 30 and beyond. It becomes fewer and fewer as you age. Isn't it amazing that Father Time humbles you? He gives you gray hairs. Your looks starts to go south. You lose your appeal. You lose your looks. So, excuse me. Ladies, you're absolutely free to do whoever you wish. However, every choice any of us make has consequences, good or bad. So, our entire lives are directed by each choice we make each day. So, if you want to hook up with Tom, Dick, and Harry, TD, and H, that's your choice. If I don't want to have a relationship with you or marry you because you hooked up with every TD and H, that's my choice. See, right there, that's pointing out that man has options. Look, listen, women, don't take it personal. The man is basically saying he does not want to sit at a table and have some random dude come up and say, hey, I know her. Hey, honey, why don't you tell him about that time we had a gangbang that you pulled a train at such house during a date? That man is going to feel disgusted. He ain't going to want to look at you. He ain't going to want to touch you. He ain't going to want to even... If you try to kiss him, he's going to push you away. And then that's his choice. Oh, well, my past doesn't matter. Yes, it does. No man wants to marry, or no child wants to be their mother or has been a town bicycle. Oftentimes I hear mothers say, you know, I brought you in this world, I can take you out. Is that a threat? Is that a threat? I tell you what, you swallowed feminism, that liberation bullshit back in the 60s. I'm sorry to tell you this. To the woman out there that has already passed 30, you lost your power to the kryptonite. That kryptonite is Father Time. He took your power away. You have no bargaining chips. You have no power left. And if I were you, to be honest, I'd be careful how I talk to my kids. Because nobody young forever has feminism has portrayed to all young females out there. You're not young forever. And you are going to hit that wall. And that wall is you're going to have weight gain. You're going to have crow's feet. Your voice box is going to take a hit. Your hair is going to take a hit. Um, Sleeping pattern is going to take a hit. Huh? So, yeah. Does high body count matter to the man? Yes, it does. Now, to the high value woman who refuses to sleep with any man who comes around and she's glowing and she wants to be selective, to that woman that does that, good for you. You want somebody that's going to stay with you, that's not going to stray on you. All right? Now, the brain releases oxytocin during bedroom fun, which be addictive, causing people to seek more partners before marriage. Imagine you have a partner that really rocks the world and the relationship ends. It's highly likely you want to experience that again, where it require more intimate partners in order to find that suitable replacement. Now, what does that mean? What the hell does that matter? Well, we're fixing to get into the employment sector of a job. Think of a turnover at any retailer near you is trying to find employees to fit their business, and the problem is obvious. If you only have one partner, your spouse, you never know what you're missing, a boo, or you'll communicate like all couples, good and bad, and both will listen and both attend to others' needs and desires. So, you take someone who's age 20, can't keep a job, and they demand a $15 an hour salary, they're not worth it. You don't know if they're going to show up tomorrow to go to work on schedule. And guess what? That puts that boss and the team in a bind. Edit 2, pair bonding. Women pair bond quickly, which becomes a problem after many partners. There you go. Men pair bond more slowly. Familiarity is required for men, which you don't get when you're a player. Now, it has been said, men born poor die rich. Women born rich and die poor. That means men are born with nothing must work to accumulate worldly wealth. Women are born beautiful, desire, and fertile. We know women aren't born that way, come with age. Hopefully, but it will require no work. But it's inherent to women, but it fades with time. As I said, Father Time is the ultimate judge. He gives, he gives and takes, and you won't be tricked. The harsh reality is the wall is coming and it'll be much sooner than you realize. So if you're giving your youth to TD and H of the world, what's left to you for your husband, ladies? Your virtue, read, virginity, youth, body, reproductive reputation is far more valuable than anything material. Once it's gone for good. Did you know that? It's gone for good. Well, I can go to church and get redeemed. What? Good luck on that. So, now, edit 3, I've already been added 10/10/2022. So, the gentleman worked on this here a little bit. He put off too much on adding observation to his answer. Yes, what follows I've witnessed firsthand many different women over the years. There are no links. Sorry, women. For what I've seen, it takes the will take the best or favorite quality of a man whom she had relation and add that quality to her list. It's our checklist, and that will test and rate future our prospects. The more qualities on the list, more added, the body count increases. The more difficult it is to live up to the unrealistic expectations of the list. So let me emphasize this. Um, we live in an era where there's a hookup culture. Most girls say, "Oh, I want to go through that 304 phase." They give it away for free. And when they find a decent man whose money is taken off, he has to pay for it. That is a disservice. That is not a good service. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. The list represents perfection, something no one, no man, no woman will ever attain. So, and to be honest with you, so if a woman's been with 50 guys since 18, in her mind, she's going to compare 50 guys to that one guy she's with. Her heart will be somewhere else, but physically she's with that one guy. Thanks for reading this short book, but anyways. Now, this it matters because it shows your character. High body count means you're just a bedroom fun machine girl, and you don't have any value. You have no self-control. You can be easily seduced. That's why you people are more divorce rates. You belong to the street. Yes, same to both gender, to men and women. Excuse me. Now, coming from a woman, now this is coming from a woman right here. Yes, it does matter from the ends, at both ends of the scale. A lot of people seem to fixate on virgins' overconfident idea of being special and introducing some innocent young person to bedroom fun. Alright, she's talking about social build up. There's a problem is there's a lifetime of social build up. It's being told how wonderful bedroom fun is, how wonderful your first time will be. Virgin may be eager to get some experience, to see what all the fuss is about, and it feels really grown up, etc. But when the actual experience can be rather disappointing. Alright? And it can be disappointing because actually bad bedroom fun with a partner is incompatible or inconsiderate, etc. You can't tell a person whose past is damaged. We can't unless you get to know them get to visit them one on one, and their body language speaks the loudest rather than the hole in their face. There are people out there, both men and women, who think they're cool for exploiting inexperienced young people. Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you to the female that pointed this out. And it can be very disappointing just because it did not match all the social hype around it. So if you're somebody else's first partner, that's a risk. They're going to think there must be something or someone better out there. So yeah. If you're considerate and empathetic person, it can be kind of stressful to be in someone else's first partner because you be thinking, oh my God, I want to make this nice for them. I'm terrified of traumatizing them. I've been on that side too. All right. Okay. All right. All right. It's other hand, its scale is like a job application right here. If someone has many different jobs over a relatively short period of time, it's a red flag for employers. So you could try to spin it off having wide experience, but it also indicate of a pattern of bad behavior, like getting fired or quitting easily. So, if someone's looking for a casual fling, then a partner high body count might be just a problem. It might seem like a good low investment than a move on prospect. Do you see where I'm going at with this? So, if someone's looking to invest large amounts of time, attention, opportunity, and cost into a long-term relationship, and they're going to be like prospective employers suspicious of why you keep getting fired. So, anyways, large number of partners over a time suggests you jump into bed with people very easily. You might have low standards, or you might have to do a lot. You might do a lot of cheating, or you seem to care about don't which random people you sleep with. It suggests that you also don't care about their physical well-being. You might be compulsive and arrogantly using people. You might be a serious disease risk. This come from a woman. This is coming from a woman right here. Do you see where she's coming at? Oh, no, I'm a man. I can do what I want. Listen, man. I'm telling you. Actions have consequences, and you're not free from those consequences. Right now, these mad scientists are creating diseases in labs that are incurable. And they're releasing it up on all of us in this world to cause more problems. Aren't you connected at dots? I mean, don't you want to live a very golden life without act like a macho man in the animal kingdom? I mean, think about this. A large number of partners may indicate more general lack of self-control, lack of emotional investment, a lack of thinking before doing things that have emotional or physical impact on another person. Amen to this. I'm going to see what the... So... Anyways... And Dr. Red Pill, I'm gonna have to refute this. Sleeping around is the same for men and women. Guys can sleep around. Yes, they can. And also guys can get STDs or STIs. Did you know that? And most STDs, STIs cannot be cured. Even with the strongest antibiotic. And some of the STIs, STDs are antibiotic resistant. But he said that women can't do that. Well, they can, but only damages um, you know, it's it is what it is. So and also it has something to do with fertility and it affects everybody, men and women. Did you know that? And look at this. Look at this. Now they have some kind of a survey. 18 to 70. And look at this. And in the world, okay, it negatively affects it. It negatively affects it. But you can get that from being monogamous. And if you go out and bang every Tom, Dick, and Harry, you're going to have negative side effects. So, um, it is what it is. I'm going to put all this here together in a description, okay? And I'm with a man with a low body count because I value intimacy, part of a comprehensive, close relationship. If a woman wants guys, for example, have money or 6 feet tall, I'm within my right to want a woman who hasn't used her body as a pincushion for whomever strikes her fancy whenever she wants. Is she a woman who had a lot of partners wrong for? No, not objectively, but but she's wrong for me. This indicates different values. I'm happy. I'm limited my experiences for those who have real feelings for. My number is a mid-digit, single-digit number. Even at the older age, mid-50s. That you know what? You're a high value person right there. I have no regrets for having standards, sticking to my guns. It's served me well. Amen to that. It means something. That right there means something. So, I'm glad you got a chance to watch this video. Let me know down below, and I want to hear your thoughts on this. Peace.